So researchers have pointed out that most millionaires have 7 streams of income. So in this video, we're going to be going over what those streams are and how you can get started. If you're new around here, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get straight to the video. So to start with, the 7 streams are earned income, business income, interest income, dividend income, rental income, capital gains, and royalties and licensing. So to start off, let's go a little bit deeper into your earned income. So this is your day-to-day job. This is your primary source of income. This is the income that most people have. And this is where you trade your time for money. And this is where we begin our journey to our 7 sources of income. Sorry, I'm just slightly off. Should have checked that first. So it's 2020, we don't want to be working a 9 to 5, we want to work on our own terms whenever we feel like it. If you don't currently have this box checked, let's go over a few options that you can start today where you're not working a 9 to 5 and you can work on your own terms. So first of all, you could consider becoming a delivery driver. Now, it's not like it was before. You don't work for a single pizza place. I'm sure most of you know. You can work for Deliveroo, you can work for Just Eat, you can work for Uber Eats, and you can work whenever you want. So all you need is a push bike, a scooter, or a car, and you can make this job fit around all of your needs and around your normal day-to-day. So I got some information from Deliveroo, and you can earn anywhere between £10 to £12 an hour, or you can earn £4.50 per delivery. Now, to earn, all you have to do is sign up to one of their apps, prove that you have insurance, and prove that you're legally allowed to work in the UK. And that's it. You can work as much as you want or as little as you want and start saving that money so you can use that money to move on to the other forms of income. Now, my second option is something that's a little bit strange, but it's something that I used to do myself, and that's become a movie extra. Now, this is much easier than people think. It's a really enjoyable job. You get to be in the film industry, you get to hang out on set, and you can make quite a lot of money while doing it. I've actually made over £300 in one day, and you can also make this job work around your normal day-to-day schedule. You can say yes to jobs, you can say no to jobs, you can work as much or as little as you want. So if you want to get started in that, all you have to do is go on Google and search for movie extra agencies. And there's so many, there's dozens in London alone. And to sign up to these agencies, all you'll need is a headshot and a few words to describe yourself. And don't be discouraged, you don't need prior acting experience, you don't need to become an actor, you don't need to want to become an actor. This is just simply a way for you to make a little bit of extra money on the side. Another one of my favorite ways to make money, and I would also still consider this as earned income, is flipping stuff that you buy from marketplaces such as Gumtree or Facebook. Now for me, I used to do this on Gumtree and it was a much harder process because you'd have to email people and wait for them to respond. But now you can do everything on Facebook Marketplace. They respond instantly and it's actually quite fun to do. So what I would recommend is that you find a niche that you already understand. For me, let's say it's Apple products or MacBooks or iPhones and things like that. You already understand around about how much they're worth. You know how they work. You know what to look for if things are broken, like the screen and things like that. A good thing to buy with Apple products, if you buy something within a year's warranty, it's a much safer investment than if you buy something that's much older. I normally tend to just buy, iPhones and MacBooks. A way to find out how much these products are worth is by going onto eBay and searching for listings that have ended and to find exactly how much most of these sort of products have been going for recently. So one thing for this is I suggest that you go onto Facebook Marketplace and you just start firing out as many offers as possible. Don't be shy to offer low and also offer often. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Offer often. Offer low, offer often, offer often. So one of my favorite ways to do this is you find a product something that maybe you even want, like the new iPhone or something like that. You know exactly how much it's worth. You go on and you start offering lower than what you know people will pay for it. So let's say an item is up on Facebook Marketplace for £350. Let's say it's an old MacBook Air. I have one lying here, that's why I'm using that example. Let's say it's old MacBook Air, it's up on Facebook Marketplace for £350. You now go onto eBay, you search the most recently ended items and you see exactly how much that has been going for recently. You see that it's been going for around, let's say, £300. So you know people are going to definitely buy this for £300. So your goal is to get this for around £250. So now you have an idea of how much you want to get it for. Go onto Facebook Marketplace and just start messaging everyone who's listed one. Doesn't matter how much they have it for, and offer low, offer around £200. That way you can negotiate up to $250, which is exactly where you want it to go. The conversation will go something like, hey, is this product still available? Yes, it's still available. Okay, great. Would you accept £200 for it? If they say no, you can offer something slightly higher, see what they say to that, and just keep on going back and forth until you reach around the mark that you want. Now you can go around it, if you want it for $250, You could pay 260, you could pay 240, but you want to get it around that amount because you know you can make £50 on that product. Now, another really important thing is to add urgency to it and also make it easy for the seller to choose you to sell it to. So say you're offering a low amount, but if you say, hey, I'll come and collect it today, you know, that might be driving there, that might be getting on the bus, the train, whatever it is. If you say, hey, I can come and collect this product right now, that's really going to incentivize the seller to choose you because they probably just want to get the cash and they want to get it off their hands as quickly as possible. So if you're willing to go the extra mile that a lot of other people aren't, you might very well get it for the best possible price. So just to recap, earned income is what you exchange your time for money. So we've gone over 3 things that you can start right now. So next we have business income. This income revolves around you owning a business, you selling something, or you providing a service. Once we have enough money accumulated from the first section, which was earned income, that's when we start here in the business income section. So to use the examples that we've used already, I would say this business income stage would be something along the lines of you starting a company revolved around buying and selling the products that you've become really accustomed to in the first section. Back when you used to trade your time for the money, you learned that, you know, exactly how much these Apple products were worth. You started sourcing these products at wholesale and you've started your own company that buys and resells at bulk. So the way you can make this into a proper business is by hiring people to work for you that do the heavy lifting. So the heavy lifting would be searching for products online, finding suppliers, dealing with customers, collecting the products, delivering the products, things like that. Another business you can start is selling things that you know how to create or things that you've learned to create recently, or learning something that you can make and you can sell online. So recently I came across this guy on TikTok who was selling rings that he's made out of spoons, and he's made an entire business out of this, something that I would never even consider. But he started making these rings that look awesome out of old spoons that he probably picks up from, you know, thrift stores and charity shops, and turns these into rings which he sells on his own store. And you don't even need to make rings. You can make clothes, you can make accessories, you can make anything you like. This is just another idea of what you can do to start a business. You don't necessarily need to make your own products. You could also source your products from a place like China. Now, this is what a lot of people are doing at the moment for one of their side hustles. It's using the drop shipping method, where you find products in China for a certain price. You find a supplier that will not only supply you those products, but will also send those products to your customers. You then set up a brand using Shopify. You create an entire store, an entire brand, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, and you find customers who will buy your products, and then you use your supplier to send those products to your customers. So you never actually have the products. This drop shipping method can really make you so much money. You can scale it quite fast. You can be making thousands of pounds every week quite easily with this, but you have to understand that because what we call the barrier to entry is quite low for this, there is a lot of competition, and you really have to learn how to market your products in a new and effective way that are going to make people engage with your ads and click through your ads to your store and purchase from you. Now, there's loads and loads of online resources. What I suggest is that you don't go out and spend thousands on some online course, some scammy course that someone's telling you they can make you rich in 10 days. Like, it's just not going to happen. So what I suggest is you go on YouTube and you start researching, you learn about marketing, you learn about branding, you learn about drop shipping, you learn how to make your stores, you learn all of these things yourself. Like, basically, if you don't skip these steps now, you'll be able to continually change and develop your own business without relying on other people. Another idea that I go over a lot on this channel, and I've actually made a video about this already, you can see that here, is buying and selling Instagram accounts or online accounts. What I used to do and what I still do now is I find Instagram accounts that I see that have potential. I buy them, I grow them myself, and then I sell them for a massive profit. I've made upwards of £1,000 on a single Instagram trade. So that's definitely something you could consider as part of your online business. Another quick idea for an online business or an online side hustle would be freelance digital services. Now, you've got 2 options here. If you already have a skill that you know that people want, let's say you're a graphic designer or you're an illustrator or things like that, you could sell, you know, logo design or website design. If you're good at writing and you studied English at school, you can do copywriting, you can write people's articles, you can write blogs for people, you can manage people's social media accounts. That's something I've done in the past, and you can do all these services. But one thing that you have to remember is this is going to take up your time. So what you can do to solve that is you can actually do what's called drop servicing, which is where you find something that people want. Let's say it's social media management. You then find someone who will do that managing for you on websites like Upwork or People by the Hour. You then find out how much they cost, let's say per hour, and you pay them a certain amount, and then you market the service to someone else for a monthly fee or a daily fee or whatever you come up with. And that way you're the front of the business, but then you also have employees that work for you, And that way you save a lot of time. That becomes a business that can run by itself. It's not 100% passive income, but it's definitely a business that can run really well and make you a lot of money right now. So income number 3 is actually smashing that like button and hitting that subscribe button and seeing me in the next video. No, I'm just playing. But do smash that like button right now. So income stream number 3 is dividend income. Now, if you don't know what dividend income is, it's basically just when you buy and hold a share of a company or a stock, that company then pays you a certain percent of the amount of money in which you hold in their company. So let's say you had $100 in company X and they paid a dividend of 1%. That means you're going to get £1 or $1 for every $100 that you hold per year. So this is a great way of making passive income, but it does take a lot of capital to start with. So what's great is you start with the first two, your earned income and your business income, then you start to siphon a small amount of money into another portfolio which is just for dividends, or a dividend stock portfolio. Some examples of large dividend companies are Apple or Coca-Cola. I'm not going to go too much into dividends in this video, but if you'd like to learn more, please do let me know in the comment section and I'd love to make a video solely on dividends. So what I suggest you do from here, if you're ready to start investing, is go and look up what a dividend aristocrat is. That will give you a list of companies that have been known to always pay their dividends and keep increasing their dividends, so they're quite a safe investment when it comes to dividends. Now, no investment is safe, but it's a safer option. So check out Dividend Aristocrats. So I suggest that you go with a broker in your local area. If you're in the UK like I am, I really suggest Free Trade. I love that app. They're doing a great job. They're trying to keep up with America. They're a little bit newer to the game, but they're doing a good job. And I can't say what everyone else says, which is about getting your free stock, because they don't have that. But if you're in the US, you can get Robinhood. I don't have a link to Robinhood because I'm not in the US. And then, yeah, sign up from there and do your research, do your own due diligence, and start looking into different dividend companies that you can get invested in. So income stream number 4 would be capital gains. So this is money that you earn when you sell an investment. Like the dividends, which most of the time you buy and hold and get paid a salary from holding those. But instead of that, this is when you, let's say you bought a stock that you believed in 10 years ago and you sold that stock. Now that's your income from the growth from selling that stock. You also have capital gains from if you bought a rental property or a property and you sold that, or anything that you buy and sell for a gain. But remember, you only get taxed when you actually sell the asset. If you buy a growth stock, for example, Tesla, that are growing exponentially right now, as long as you don't sell it, you actually don't pay tax on it. So if you buy things with the mindset of buying and holding for a long time, you're going to pay much less tax. But that is income stream number 4. So number 5 is rental income. Now there's facts out there that state that 90% of all millionaires out there are somehow invested in property. Now this is super interesting because over time property does seem to be a great way for you to avoid inflation, which is when your money loses value when you just hold it in the bank, and a great way for you to accumulate and grow your wealth over time, because you can use something called leverage, which is when you use a small part of your own money and a big part of the bank's money, and you buy properties that become in your name and you get the capital gains from that money and paying a small amount of interest. So rental income, probably the most common, is the rent that you receive from renting out a property that you've bought in the past. Other forms of rental income could be renting out a car, or renting out camera equipment, or renting out anything that you know people could use. I know a lot of us want to make passive income, and a lot of us are searching for a way to make passive income, and investing in property is one of the best ways you can do that. So you can take your earned income and your business income and even your dividend income, and you can use that money for a down payment. You borrow money from the bank with what's called a mortgage, and you use that money to buy a property that you otherwise couldn't afford. You then rent out that property, and using the rental income from the property, you pay off the interest and you're left with a small amount. And also the value of the property will go up, which is 100% your money. That's the best thing about leverage. The money goes up, but you've still only borrowed the same amount of money from the bank. You're still only paying your interest per month, but the value of the property's gone up. And now you'll only pay the capital gains once you sell the property. So income stream number 6 is what's called royalty income. So an idea for royalty income would be you write your own ebook. Let's say you're a personal trainer right now. You write an ebook on the best way for you to solve elbow problems or neck pain, or things that people are searching for. Or you're an enthusiast in food and you write a recipe book on how to make specific dishes or cuisines from different countries that you've traveled to. And basically you make this book once, you then upload this book to Amazon and sell it as an ebook, and then people buy that ebook, and every time someone buys it, you get a royalty from it. Another form of royalty income is like back earlier, the example I gave you for earned income, becoming an extra. You actually get royalties if you're seen in a film and your face is shown, and that film keeps getting shown in different, so let's say let's say Netflix buys that film, and then Amazon Prime buys that film, and then another network buys that film. Every time that film's bought and shown, you'll get what's called a royalty from that, which is an awesome thing to get. You get an email or you get a call and they tell you, you know, you've made X amount of money for doing absolutely nothing. So royalty income is great. Income stream number 7 is interest income, and we pretty much all have this. You know, we get a tiny horrible amount of interest in our savings account. Another viable option for interest income would be you lend out £100 to your friend, and in 2 weeks he gives you back $120, basically as a thank you for giving him the money to buy his new bike. That £20 would be considered interest income. And that's a great way if you want to be, you know, a local loan shark and you want to break people's legs for a living. It's great. So you just stand at the corner, you offer people money who desperately need it, and when they don't pay up, you know, no, I'm just playing. So that's the 7 streams of income that most millionaires right now have. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and you've learned a little bit. Maybe it was a waste of time. If it wasn't, please consider smashing that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let me know in the comment section what kind of videos you want to see next. If there's anything in this video that you want me to go more in depth about, I would love to make more videos on these sort of subjects. So yeah, do let me know. And if you subscribed, I'll see you in the next video. To get started, a quick Google search will find you enough agencies to blah, 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 blah.